this is my take on the defense. This is what I think. I think the defense threw Kliff Kingsbury for a loop. I think these coaches have an understanding of how coaches do things, as far as understanding that their identity usually is their identity, especially somebody like Matt Eberflus. Like, Matt Eberflus' identity is zone coverage. And I think it threw Kliff and Jayden off, in my opinion. You know, you could just see Jayden not look as comfortable as all the other quarterbacks that had faced us, because I'm sure Kliff probably thought to himself, yeah, okay, they might have heard the video with Jerry Jones saying we was going to play more man, but I still think that they probably was practicing the zone concepts, because, like I said, coordinators understand that who guys are usually, that's who they're going to be on game day. You know, they're not going to really change from that a whole lot. And yesterday, the Cowboys did. I think they ran man like close to 50% yesterday, something like that. I really do feel like that kind of threw Jayden off. You know what I mean? I thought, that's why those guys, that's why even the content creators from Washington, you hear them saying that that players going to have big games against us, because they understand that Eberflus is a guy that run, like, he's been running at what, 97%, 90, over 90% of zone coverage. So I'm sure they practiced that. And like I said, coordinators know the temperament of other coordinators for the most part, as far as them being who they are, staying true to who they are. And like I said, I just feel like that threw them for a loop yesterday. I mean, you can see Jay not as comfortable. The Cowboys blitz more than they blitz. Just a lot of pressure was on Jayden in the early parts of the game, and that continued with Marcus Mariota coming in the game as well. So, man, it was good to see Eberflus do something different, switch it up a little bit, and nothing wrong with that, man. Credit to Matt Eberflus for getting out his, out his comfort zone and his stubbornness to play more zone, as he been playing all year. So, shout out to the defense, man. They did a good job. The pads were popping. Kenneth Murray was hitting. Shamar James was hitting. Clowney. The whole team was hitting, man.